Kevin McCullough, glad you're with us. Love the line to that song. Name of the song is Holy. It's a brand new piece by Matt Redman on his 10,000 Reasons CD. Glad you're with us this morning. We've got 10,000 reasons for you to join us every single day. Well, maybe not 10,000. How many seconds are in 2 hours? 60 times 60. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you for being here every weekday, 7 to 9 Eastern, and online at TheBingeThinker.com. And don't forget, August 31st, write it down, make a mental note, tell your friends, post it on the fridge, give yourself a reminder, set an alarm, do something. But coming up August 31st, we want you to be here for a very special broadcast, special announcement, and special news that impacts everybody who cares anything about this show. So I hope that you'll be here. All right, we talk about three things on every Kevin McCullough show, and we can't help it because no matter what I talk about, I'm always talking about these three things. We could be talking about Derek Jeter hitting a single up the middle, and it would somehow relate to God, life, and news when I talk about it, because everything that we do is kind of based on this understanding. God is first, preeminent, the origin, the author. He is the all-encompassing start of everything that is true. Life is a gift that he gives human beings, and so we live it. And news is how our lives run into each other. So as we're walking through this day, there's all these different elements to everything that we will face, but God, life, news, that's how life happens. That's how this existence that we call life happens. That's what we talk about on this broadcast. So thank you for being here. And today's video segment will be up on the God Thought Facebook page sometime after the broadcast today. In case you missed any of it, you can go back and check it. Right, Mr. Ivan? Did we put up yesterday's? Oh, we had skipping problems. Very hard to understand me when I'm only saying every other word. Anyway, so we'll get that back up today, and we're glad that you're with us every day for this portion of the program called The God Thought. We've been talking about a number of things that relate to spiritual truths, kind of unbendable, unbreakable truths. We call them laws. It's like the law of gravity. No matter how far above the Earth's surface you go, until you penetrate the area that is no longer associated with this planet in the outer atmosphere, but as long as you're in the atmosphere of this planet and you drop something, it's gonna pull itself to the core as fast as it possibly can. It's called gravity. It's based on centrifugal force. The Earth is spinning. It sucks things towards the middle, and that's the reason that it happens. It's kind of an unbending thing. Now, if the Earth ever stopped spinning, there would be the opportunity for that to change. But as long as it does, the law of gravity is going to be in effect. Well, the laws of God, spiritual laws, have been around before gravity was around. Because God pre-existed the creation of the Earth, he already, don't get too weird on me here, but he already exists after the Earth has stopped spinning, and he is presently existing in every moment since creation until that time presently. We call it omnipresent, always present. He's never not existed. So having said that, I kind of think like the spiritual laws that he establishes are kind of important, because if the creator of the universe, who's going to be here before me, after me, and all the way in between, has something to say, I think I should probably pay attention. And that's why I'm grateful that Dr. Ray Pritchett wrote the book, He's God and We're Not, the 7 spiritual laws. First 3 go like this. He's God and we're not. We don't, God doesn't need us, but we desperately need him. God demands what he also supplies. And then we kind of turn the corner in number 4 and say, what you seek, you find. And then the 5th law, which is what we're in now, is the active faith releases God's power. And these are things that are as reliable as the law of gravity itself. So as much as you know gravity to be true, every time you drop something and it bangs your toe and you... Well, you know it's true. You know that gravity works. It's always there. These are exactly the same thing in the spiritual realm. So let's take a look at what Ray Pritchard has penned for today's God Thought, coming from the book, He's God and We're Not. You get a free copy, by the way, at keepbelieving.com. It's in different formats, but that's Ray's ministry, and you're able to join his Facebook and Twitter, et cetera, et cetera. But you can download the PDF, so you can read it off your computer. You can also download it for the Apple, for the Barnes & Noble Nook, for the Amazon Kindle, all those things available at keepbelieving.com. Here's what Ray pens. He says, we want to know why things happen the way they do, and why couldn't things have happened some other way. He says, it would be wrong to say that faith provides all the answers. We left that word out, but it's there, trust me. That faith provides all the answers, because it doesn't. Read that one more time. We want to know why things happen the way they do. And why couldn't things have happened some other way? It would be wrong to say that faith provides all the answers. It doesn't. This is not a particularly comforting God thought. This is not the kind of thing that you will get from many televangelists that say, God wants you to drive a Porsche. If you simply have faith enough, or if you give me a big enough offering, or if you just close your eyes and put your hand on my hand on your television screen, and it's not what faith is, friend. We've been looking at what real faith is over the last number of days. But Ray hits on a very important aspect of faith in this thought. Because as part of our natural kind of carnal selves, we want to know that God is in control, that He is not going to allow us to have periods of unknown, questioning fear. And yet, while we want to know that, and when we see things that don't go the way we wished they had, and we actually wish they'd gone significantly differently, there comes a point in time in our walk where we hurt, and we don't like that. We say, God, you are all-powerful. You are all that we say you are. You're the great I am. You're ever-present. You're ever-knowledgeable. Why did you allow me to go through this? I think of scenarios that I've heard of over the years where a father with very young children loses his wife to cancer. And they, as a family unit, have to go on without a mom who is the glue of every household. There's doubts in that father's mind. God, why couldn't it have been some other way? If you had to take someone, why couldn't you have taken me and left the mom there to be the glue for the house? God's decision was to allow things to take place in a different way. We see this a lot. We work hard for a company for 20, 30, 40 years, and we're getting close to that retirement that we've been looking forward to, and we believe that our time has come. We even got a couple of raises over the last year. And we're doing better than we've ever done before. And then we're called into the supervisor's office, and we are let go. There are things about these moments in life when we just wish, long, want so badly in our heart that they could have gone and would have gone and should have gone a different way than the way they did. And friends, there are some people out there peddling faith in such a way that says, just have faith, and God will give you everything you want. God will not give you everything you want. So anybody who says that on television or on radio or from a pulpit is a liar. God will give you what you should want. Most importantly, He will give you what you need if you trust and follow Him And actively putting your faith in him releases his power to do just that. It won't take care of everything the way we think they should be. It would be wrong to say that faith provides all the answers that in our human form we think we understand and know. The truth is, faith only gives us a little bit of insight. Yesterday, we had a great God thought. Because while we want our life to be lived, understanding everything that's going forward, many times faith doesn't allow us to understand what the sequence of events was until we're past it and we look back into reverse. That's where trust, rest, belief, faith, leaning forward into God, believing him more than anything else. That's where, while it may be very difficult, especially for those who are scientifically minded, logical, desiring to prove the theory of everything, it may be more difficult for even some of those people to grasp. But the life of faith is really an inner confidence that leans on him, that does not know what to expect and does not put conditions upon God. But as you walk through it with this kind of quiet confidence that God has never left you alone, that all of a sudden you look back and you start to see how he pieced one thing together after another. I hope that's an encouragement to you. I don't mean for it to be a discouragement. More on the God Thought at TheBingeThinker.com. I'm Kevin McCullough. Glad you're with us every single weekday.
What heart could hold the weight